do that effectively. GG's opponent. Well played. Let's jump over to Brawl. Let's play a couple Brawl matches for y'all. The adventures of General Kreat shall continue. For all y'all standard players who are going to jump off, I really appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I hope you'll have a beautiful night. Hope you had a beautiful Valentine's Day yesterday. Everyone deserves to have a beautiful Valentine's Day. Let me see. Oh, drink all our water. It's okay, we'll get there. Emoti, seller the bounty. Okay, this hand's pretty dumb. I'll keep this. Last time I tried to turn 2 Blood Moon, somebody didn't go well, so I'm not going to turn 2 Blood Moon. We're just going to play the normal Goblin plan. Because look, they play basics anyways. Turn 2 Chieftain's pretty good, though. Let's just play a Lord. Attack. Pass it over. If I don't draw land, I can just sack the Skirk to cast the General Kreat. Oh my god, yeah, I'm so high on this card. I feel like this card is just so dumb. 5 lands, period. What? I feel like there's a lot of people who just haven't seen these cards and don't know that they exist. Like, this is insane. You just get to pick your 5 best lands in your deck, and you get them over the course of 5 turns. That's insane. Attack for 3. Get another dude at the end step. This will be the fodder I sack next turn. Ooh, they're ramping. This card is really cool. Oh, it has to be a creature spell. Okay. I had to read it 3 times. 2 mana on summon. Okay. Another land. See, look, at this point, this card has become explosive vegetation. If you give it 2 more turns, it becomes double explosive vegetation. And at that 5th turn, I don't think it's anything for 4 mana. It gets 5 lands, like, at all. 4 mana, 4 lands is busted. But I'll get off my high horse about that. Just play another Lord. Mush. Good. Oh, we did it. Okay. This is going to be amazing. So we can go General Kreat with haste. I would like to sack this goblin to make a red. Death trigger, cast a surged Reckless Bushwhacker. Trigger, combat, attack, trigger. Good game, opponent. Yeah, I feel like if they untap, they probably have so much mana they can do whatever they want. But the goblins just go so fast. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Oh. Sorry. And we're back. And then we do it again. Temporary moment of visual destimulation to tell you that you don't know what's happening. Yeah, so our hand's very slow. We're hoping that we're just gonna keep making them kill our legend over and over again, keep the graveyard empty so they don't get extra triggers off this. Matron's really good. I have a feeling I just want to get rid of this right now. Definitely should have shot them for one. That was a mistake. Hearse is good. It's another way to put cards in exile. So that's one. So we can go Matron. Krenko. Or Matron 4. Muxus. We have our Krenko for next turn. Player Battle Cry Goblin. This is a board they have to board wipe by itself because we go land, triple pump. Mm-hmm. Okay. Specialize into 5 different dudes. But how do I go through all the different dudes? Weird. So many arena only options. There it is. Oh, it's just dies triggers. Okay. Even Interrupter. Stifle. A single Snoop. Let me see these cards. Yep. Those are all Magic the Gathering cards. We got an Abrade on top. No attacks. Sometimes you flip the good goblins. Sometimes you flip the bad goblins. Sometimes you flip the no goblins. You're going to specialize it into a 4/4. It's going to be the black-white version. Makes a 4/4 with menace when it dies. No blocks. Swords the Muxus, yep. Tiamat's good because you can pay mana to exile creatures or exile cards. Top card is still not a goblin. Not the greatest. Start off with an Abrade. This does put another card in the graveyard, which is less good. But now I get to go pump. Go to combat. Attack. First strike protection from god creatures. So it's just first strike. Exile an attacking or blocking creature until Sacred leaves the battlefield. That's really good. I'm gonna monstrous rage this one so it lives. Then I'll get my battle cry goblin back. And I'll pass. So net stays neutral but draws card. Soul Partition's pretty good. Swinging. Oh, and anoint. And then no, I'm not drawing anything good off the top. It's pretty good. Gain 4, go to 14. I go to 17. Yeah, this isn't going well. Best use of 6 mana might just be to play General Kreat, Demonic Ruckus Plot, combat and attack, get another one that's tapped and attacking, Impact Tremors trigger, and then 2 damage. And I'll pass it over to the opponent with 1 billion cards in their hand. Fiend Eye Hunter, okay. Or Fiend Hunter. Not Fiend Eye Hunter, what am I saying? The OG. I would love to take this and put it in my command zone. Okay, I see you. Oh, they reconfigure it onto the Ketchumos, okay. The blue and white, the ocean sky surrounding. Blue and white, the ocean sky surrounding. War Chief's really good. I mean, they kill this, we lose. This is like our last hope. You're our last hope, Kreat. There was no reason to put it on this. I guess if it leaves, then I draw, so that's some reason, but that's no reason. I will not attack. Yeah, and I get to draw, so that's something. Ramnap could be important. Oof, they take the chieftain. Okay. Opponent is maximizing the O-ring effects here. Oh, it's got menace, yeah. No blocks. That's a blocker. I was like, I think we got them if they don't have a blocker. But that is a blocker. Can we just chill for a little bit? I don't think we really can now. Because if we go battle cry, pump 12 plus 3 is 15, not 16. So even without the blocker, we'd be one short. As is, we might just take the turn off. We have to block with everything next turn and they gain another 5. I realistically need 2 blockers next turn. So let's just play General Kreat. Solitude. It's good. Yeah, the evoke elementals are very strong. I think I concede now because 7. The issue is I have to chump block to stay alive, like with most of my stuff. So at that point, we're so far behind. The deck's not geared to catch up. If we're playing Muxes as our legend, it might be a little bit different, but like artifact ramp and stuff. But as is. Sure, we hit 1 land, we're cooking. If Inti like make me find that land if I need to. They're playing the Aether Spark as their legend. Oh, opponent, I love you. Can we race? Opponent, let's just tap our creatures and race, please. I would love it so much if we just race. I can't race a 1/3. Opponent, no. Don't go breaking my heart. I won't go breaking your heart. Don't go breaking my. Alright. Scamp. Nope. It looks like we're not going to be tapping our creatures. It looks like we're going to have a good old-fashioned board stall where we stare at each other and we say, okay, who top decks better? That's how I like to play Magic. Is just chilling. Like that. Okay. We want to get this Urbrask's Forge down as fast as possible, but these creatures are also getting kind of crazy. Play General Kreat. Attack trigger your guy. I feel like they're going to block with this Foundry Inspector. I always forget this thing's a vehicle too. I always think it's just an artifact, but nope. It's also a 2-mana 4/4. We don't like this Ginger Brute. Oh my god, I have to choose my targets before they put their modules on. That was such a bad sequence for me. I punted so hard. Celsius, eh? I think it's Fahrenheit, but I respect, there's differences. The beautiful thing about life is everybody's born with fundamental differences in the way that we think and the way that we act. And the beauty of life is learning to interact with people who are different than you and learning from them, because people who think differently than you teach you. And if you only are ever around people who think the same way as you, then you're doomed to fail. Anti's really good on attacks. Skirk's decent on attacks. Turn inside out. So I think to be the best attacker, I'm just going to play Inti. And deal 1 billion damage. Go to combat. Attack with a 1/1. Attack trigger. I'll discard this Skirk Prospector. Probably not. Discard this. Yeah, we'll discard this Skirk. It is a shock, but it's not the greatest. Put a counter here. This guy's gone forever. Blocks are good. Go to trade with eat the 2/2. I'm gonna turn and set out the one that's blocking the bank, or the blank buster blocked, so we get to eat through it. We also get the manifest token. And nobody knows it, 'cause when I was down, I was climbing. Ooh, ooh. Nobody knows it, 'cause right from the start, you had my heart. Oh, oh, everybody knows it. When I have 1 billion triggers, I like to say because it's fun. And again, if you're not having fun playing Magic, it's up to you to have fun playing the game. Find a way that you can play Magic where you can enjoy it every day. And, when it gets old, change it. Don't force yourself to be stuck in the same loop. If you're stuck in a feedback loop where you're just getting bad results because it makes you frustrated that you lose, and then you lose because you feel frustrated because you get bad results, and you're just thinking about the losses the entire time, you gotta let yourself just ease up, maybe change formats, maybe change decks, but also just think about the way that you approach the game. Take a deep breath. The wins will come. The losses come just as easily, right? So naturally the wins will come. You just gotta not give up. The wins will find you. You just have to not give up. Sorry for being all philosophical. So yeah, I draw an extra card in my upkeep, or in your upkeep. I don't know. Giving me an extra card might not be the greatest. Not quite what we want. I feel like if my opponent's legend was a little bit more impactful, they probably would be doing a lot better. I mean, they only have 3 lands, but like they could cast it. It's just like so close, right? It's like I think this might be a meme legend. Maybe they're trying to like win without casting it. They're just like they have it there just to show you. That could be something. Could definitely be something. Opponent. They said, you know what, goblins, you got this one. And I appreciate that. All right, we're going to do one more brawl. And then I'm going to crash because my eyelids are getting heavy. It's not even that late. I just was up late last night. Testing. Prepping for today. And yeah, it was a good day. It was a good RCQ. 2-3 overall. Got 9th. Almost made top 8. Really close. All 3 of my losses were very, very close losses. We had a lot of really good data that we brought away from those matches. So this hand looks like my standard deck. Hopefully we hit a land. Yes. And now we can just do the standard thing. So here's my lord. Do you want to block a 2-2? Well, I want to kill your thing because ramping is very scary. And I get a death trigger anyways. Opponent just concedes. Well, look at that. That's why you always bolt the bird. Because sometimes you just bolt the bird and your opponent gives you the win. That's not going to count. We're going to play one more. Not going to cheat y'all out of that. But yeah, that's the reason to bolt the bird when you have the opportunity to. Because we also get a death trigger. Like we draw a card off that, and then we can play a squee the following turn, which makes the body back right away. So I feel like shooting them is not even going down on cards. It's actually going up on cards, which makes no sense. All right, the Necro Bloom. This just needs 1 land, but we're on the draw. I think we can try this. The mind knows it. All right, this is a real deck. I can feel it. Okay. Poke. Play this. Play the Snoop. Top card is a Krenko. Here. Set an upkeep stop. It's a really good flip on the top. Nobody knows it. So Veil Trigger's good. A land ramps them. Their death right. Which is really good. They can also sack. They just pass. Well, I'm going to tap. Make a dude. Go to draw. Top card's a land. Play this land. Main phase. Play this land. Play this Urbrask's Forge. Just spacebar a billion times. Go to combat. Smack. Jump in front of a 2/2. The Zerbrask's Forge is going to get out of control soon, though. We know we have the 4th land for our Krenko. Get the Triome to fix the mana. Now they also put a creature in the graveyard for Delirium, which is pretty good. Number of O1s equal to Delirium? No. Create. Oh, it's landfall. It's not ETB. It's landfall. It happens. Okay. And then it's like Field of the Dead on a creature if you have 7 or more lands. And lands in the graveyard have Dredge too. Okay. I've played against this card. I've drafted this card, and I still forget what it does. The realities of playing Magic. Okay, we'll land, play. It's a mana rock. So I'll have 5 mana next turn. Play the Krenko then. Make the 2/1. Attack with the 2/1. Because next turn I can go General Kreat, Impact Tremors, tap Krenko. Double Impact Tremors. Maybe I should play an Impact Tremors in Standard. Food for thought. Okay, they have the actual murder for the Krenko, which is their best defense against what we were going to do. Now they can start making 2/2s on landfall. Oh, but we have to play the Cursed Mirror first. That's what it is. Okay. White. Combat. These two. Damage is good. I will also do that. Put a Den into battlefield tapped. Den's really good. Probably get a demolition field. Lockthwain. Yeah, if they go like Scape Shift or Wilderness Reclamation, they get so many 2/2s. It's gonna be really bad. I think we should be fine though if we get to go Impact Tremors General Kreat next turn. Then we can go like Breaches, Squee, and start making a bunch of dude. Oh, I'm so dead. I am so dead. Actual prime time. Hoof, there it is. And that's not this card. This is prime time, but I wanted to say that bar. Okay, it's not a bar. It's bad. I'm just bad. I'm sad. I'm just a sad lad sitting here staring at a titan, who is mad. All right. Parallel Titan, they're probably just grabbing 2 random lands. I don't think there's anything crazy in this format. Show me that I'm wrong. Command Tower and Deceptive Landscape. You can sack it to go grab something. Okay, so they got a fetch land so that they can get another zombie. This is pretty epic. Cycle. Oh, cycle to dredge. That's pretty badass. They can do that twice. They can do that 2 more times. There's a Brothers to end on top, which would be really good next turn. Man, I wish there was goblins on top of my library. That'd be so sick. As is, we know we're going to deal 3 damage to everything. So we'll play the Impact Tremors. Play General Kreat, I guess? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Now we can... Oh, we're in such a bad spot. So now we make 2 more pings, go to combat and attack, like this, get another dude, which is 2 more pings. They're all gonna die. But it's the pings that matter. So I think that the so they can dredge 2 more times, which they did. Now they go to their turn and they can dredge their entire deck into their graveyard, I assume. That's a crazy combo, being able to like have 10, 12. So that's 12 lands that they can all use to so 12 times 2. Okay. That's not too bad. Mm. It's like a fourth. Closer to a fourth. But in between a fourth and a third of the deck. Oh, I love this card. Okay, this was a card that I actually bought a bunch of back in the day because it was like 5 cents. And I was like, wait a second, this is going to be a finisher one day. So shout out to my opponent for being awesome and playing awesome cards. Shout out to the original Dominaria for having a billion bangers. Like, this is a card that wasn't even played or talked about. Sometimes you just gotta look at your cards. You gotta believe in them, just because you damn well believe in them. So yeah. Okay, no blocks. Let's see what happens. Cause it's impossible, and I'm just trying to say saying if I'm trying to go, or if I'm just going insane. Good game, opponent. See, look, I started at 21. I was at 21, and now I'm at negative 21. The duality of life. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it there for tonight. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me, and I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll be back tomorrow with another stream.